In the mountains of South Cotabato lives a colorful ethnic group called Tibuli. This group has many names, including Tabili and Tibuli. Tibuli occupies an area of 750 miles southern end to southwest coast range and Cordillera, also known as Tiruray Highlands.
The Tibuli are people of medium build. They are light in complexion. Some of them are square-jawed. Their hair may be curly or straight. Tibuli women dress in a long-sleeved, tight-fitting waist-length, colorless blouse which is in plain black, dark, or navy blue. Their tubular skirt is ankle-length. For special occasions, the Tibuli women is dressed in a pinstripe linen skirt. Tibuli men no longer wear traditional attire. Today, they normally go about in ordinary pants and skirt with a Tibuli sword they always carry on their sides.
The Tiboli language is part of the Western Malayo-Polynesian sub-branch of the Austronesian language, just like the other indigenous languages such as Maranao and Magindanaon.
It is categorized as an Austronesian language because it frequently uses reduplication, which can be either a phonological process in which vowel, consonant, and syllable sequences are repeated, or a morphological process in which the word's root, a portion of the root, or even the entire word is repeated with little to no change.
Leaders of the Tiboli communities are called dato, consulted for their unwritten customary laws, and also meditate the intertribal conflicts and perform social, economic, religious, and political duties.
In the Tiboli community, there are various datos with different levels of reputation, power, and position attained. The title of dato is not inherited, rather, one acquires it by gaining respect of others. For instance, through prowess in combat.
When someone disobeys the dato, they are being punished by being given fines or being made to perform labor in the person who insulted them.
Polygamy is allowed among the Tiboli, a practice resorted to especially by the chieftains and the wealthy. Depending on his economic resources and ability to support, a husband can have a number of wives.
A wife, though, cannot enjoy the privilege of the former. However, a husband who wishes to marry again must seek the permission of the first wife. All the wives live under one roof. The first wife always assumes the responsibility of apportioning equally among the wives all the household chores and the work in the fields.
Tiboli kisiyahan or marriage may be conducted in three major stages: childhood, puberty, and adolescence, and the crowning celebration called Moninam.
Marriages are prearranged by the parents and may be contracted at any age, even immediately after the child's birth. The Moninam is a series of 6 feasts hosted alternately by the families of the bride and groom. Done over a period ranging from 2 to 6 years, the Moninam is an optional celebration which only wealthy Tibolis can afford. Each feast runs for 3 to 5 days and nights.
Like any other tribes, the Tiboli tribe also exhibit different form of arts. One is weaving, where they take pride of their very own design, the abaca-titled tinalak textile. The Tiboli indigenous people of the vast Lake Cebu and South Cotabato, Mindanao, believe that the patterns of the tinalak are bestowed upon chosen women of Fudulu, which they believe is the goddess of abaca. These women, often led by their ancestors, dreams of the sacred patterns that they then transform into the textile. While the tinalak starts with the dreams of one woman, it takes a whole community of artisans to produce. Traditionally, only women can weave the tinalak, but in this modern age, thanks to designers like Len Cabili of Philippine Plus Ina, who champion indigenous textiles and artisanship, the Tiboli culture has found its way in the modern consciousness. Another art in the form of music, the Tiboli have a musical heritage consisting of various types of agong ensembles. Ensembles composed of large hanging, suspended or held, bussed or knobbed gongs that act as a drone without any accompanying melodic instrument. Another instrument they use is called hegelung. The hegelung is a wooden 2-string lute. One string is used as drone and the other for melodic ornamentation. The performer playing the hegelung usually plays while dancing or with body movements and sometimes accompanies the instrument with singing. The Tiboli also has a belief that they could learn to play the hegelung if they rub their fingers with an insect called a meglung and the leaves of the meglung vine because the names rhymed.
The culture center falls more or less in the central part of a triangle whose points are the towns of Surala, Polomolong, and Kiamba. Within this triangle are the 3 major lakes, Lake Cebu, Lake Lahit, and Lake Sulutan. If there's one thing that seems to unify different cultures, it's the tradition of gathering together to share a meal. Since the Tibuli live in the mountains, they are closely tied to nature, which give them food and shelter. Their essential staple foods include corn, banana, gabi or taro, sweet potatoes, and cassava. During festivals and other special occasions, they serve specially prepared traditional food to their families and guests.
The Tibuli's supreme deities are married couple Kadaw Lasambad, the sun god, and moon goddess Bulon Lamuguaw that resides in the seventh heaven.
They begat 7 sons and daughters who end up marrying each other. Kumukul, the eldest son, is given a cohort of fire, a tok or sword, and shield. Kumukul is married to Boy Kabil Sfidat. The second is married to the second daughter, Bung Libun.
It is very important to know the different indigenous tribe here in the Philippines. It is about broadening the human story and ensuring all cultures are recognized equally. It is also an excellent choice for us students who want to play their part in creating a safe and more prosperous world for all people.